52 institutions in 2013, today Kenya is home of 238 institutes, representing a 435% growth. With this transformation, every Kenyan child has a chance to make it. So fellow Kenyans, in our effort to foster inclusivity as well as gender parity, the one thing that I am truly proud of is how we have built women leadership and expanded their fields of participation in governance. For a long time, women affairs were relegated to the Department of Social Services, where they were grouped with children. In fact, the first woman to be appointed as a permanent secretary happened 24 years after independence. Margaret Githinji was appointed the permanent secretary for Commerce and Industry on Madaraka Day of 1987. And thereafter, the first woman to become a cabinet minister, the Honorable Nyiva Mwendwa, occurred 32 years after independence in 1995. Today, and thanks to the 2010 Constitution and my commitment to equality and inclusivity, I have had the pleasure of working with 11 women in my cabinet at different times and in different capacities. All of them have occupied high-profile portfolios, and in fact, all the cabinet secretaries for foreign affairs for the last 9 years of my term have been women, and we have seen how they have placed our country globally. Of equal note is that my administration has also fast-tracked the promotion of women in leadership in our security sector. I appointed Fatuma Ahmed as the first woman Major General of our Defense Forces in 2018. Similarly, the first holder of the constitutional office of Auditor General of our Republic was appointed under my administration, Mrs. Nancy Gadongo, and she was appointed in 2021 and continues to serve the Republic in that capacity. And of course, we have our three arms of government, one of which is now headed by a woman. After 58 years of our independence, in May of 2021, I had the profound honor of being the first President of the Republic to commence an address with a salutation, Madam Chief Justice, when the Honorable Lady Justice Martha Karua assumed office as the first woman Chief Justice. We are also proud of the fact that Kenya's judiciary boasts a female Deputy Chief Justice, a female Chief Registrar, and many female principal judges and presiding judges across our superior courts. Going further, in August of this year, if it is the wish of the Kenyan electorate, we have a chance of electing a woman and shattering the glass ceiling by assuming the second highest office in the Republic of Kenya. So, ladies and gentlemen, if our women were part of the liberation struggle, advancing their cause intentionally is a duty that belongs to all of us. We owe it to them, we owe it to ourselves, and we owe it to our country. And I am indeed proud to have been part of this push for women leadership in our republic. Fellow Kenyans, ladies and gentlemen, Now I will give a further account of how my administration has multiplied the fruits of our liberation. And I will give this account using 4 legacy frames that have guided our execution of the mandate bestowed on us over the last 9 years. These are what I have been calling the big push investments: economic acceleration, restoration of dignity, as well as political stabilization. I begin with the first legacy frame of the big push investments, and I want to start this frame because the question many have begged is why the heavy investments in infrastructure. I have been asked severally why we have built the dams, expanded ports, built new ones, increased our road network, revived dead railways as we have built new ones. And our logic here has been very simple. It has nothing to do with what we have built, but everything to do with why we did it. The naysayers have said that we should not invest so heavily in infrastructure because people do not eat roads, they do not eat bridges. I have refused their pessimism because I know what a new road means to a farmer who has for decades been unable to get their produce quickly to the market. I refuse to delay the dream of world-class ports and fishing support infrastructure because we wanted our fishermen in our oceans and lakes to be able to gain more from their sweat of their brow. I looked at a nation whose potential was being limited by road connectivity and vowed to open up Kenya to ourselves and also to the world. The result has been that once sleepy villages and towns across our country have roared to life and become vibrant centers for economic and social activity. The result was the appreciation in the value and utility of land in many rural and peri-urban areas, instantly elevating many thousands of homes out of poverty. Similarly, fellow Kenyans, we have learned, and that is why we say we must learn from our history, is that when the British built the Kenya-Uganda Railway, some people called it the railway to nowhere, passing through a swamp